because it was my first time and I thought, am I going to get judged for not packing a nutritious lunch? But the number of times that lunchbox came back with a decent amount of food in it, I've succumbed to the idea that I should pack things that are healthy, but I know they won't eat, so yeah. Judge away. Let's get this podcast started. Welcome back to Not Gonna Lie, a Wave original brought to you by Peppa Pig. Let's jump in. I'm your host, Kylie Kelce, former D3 athlete. That's a very humble brag. Going through a major otter phase right now. Shout out to Uncle Trav. Might have to go visit some soon. And according to my horoscope today, Saturn's passing through Pisces. What the fuck does that even mean? So you know what that means. Go fucking birds! 3-0, baby. Give me a second. Coming up on today's episode, my doom scroll was on another level this past week. People have some strong thoughts on homecoming dresses this year. And there's a TikTok that's inspired me to give all my non-football fan real ones tips on what to say if you want to prank an NFL fan in your life. Plus, yes, I have seen you all tagging me in the potty training clip from the other podcast. I'm going to give you my take on all of it, plus a brand new edition of You Know What's Fucked Up? After that, I'm going to be joined by one of my favorite comedians, podcasters, and content creators. He just put out his debut stand-up special. Guys, I'm talking to Caleb Hearon. I'm so excited. But first, some real one comments of the week. First up, who told him? You guys, it was a secret. Last week, I told you guys in confidence that Jason pulled off the mullet look. Now, he found the clip. He commented, mullet is coming back, baby. No. Look what you've done. And then we got another contender for comment of the week from @Peyton Jameson. My boyfriend's 6-year-old asked me to put on your podcast. Hey, can we listen to that lady talk with 4 kids? Your message is working. Oh no. First of all, don't know if that's my demographic, but chart it, ladies. Has there ever been a better description of this show? The lady that talks with 4 kids. That's it. Sums me up. Moving on. To commemorate a rare occasion where I left the house to solely do something fun for myself, I'm bringing back one of my favorite segments, places Kylie has some business being. That's right. Some of you may have seen I went to the Eagles-Rams game with one of my favorite Birds fans and former NGL guest, Hannah Einbinder. First of all, go Birds. That game was bananas. I want to be clear. There were quite a few people who acknowledged that the plans made it out of the group chat, in parentheses, podcast. I feel very fortunate that I get to link up with people on the podcast and get to know them a little bit. But when you get to come together and bond over your Birds fandom, it just hits a little different. So Hannah and I got the chance to cheer on the Birds together. There was a moment in time where we questioned whether or not she was ever going to be allowed to come back to a game. Great news, though. Like I said, go Birds, we got that W. Hannah posted this clip of all of us celebrating the blocked field goal to win the game. Queen Emma, the clip, please. I think you can tell by my facial expression, we were a little bit excited. For our audio listeners, there was a lot of jumping, a lot of screaming, a lot of high-fiving. There was also a lot of me pointing to my chair. And why was I doing that? I'm going to tell you, because at some point when we were trying to switch the juju, I told Hannah that we needed to figure out a way. Okay? So we started with Hannah facing the opposite direction. She was facing the wall for a minute because, you know, she's committed to the bit, okay? And by the bit, I mean winning. And so we had her face backwards, but that didn't quite work. So then I was like, maybe I need to face backwards. So then I turned around and sat crisscross applesauce in my chair backwards, okay? This is where it became a full team. It was a team effort. And by that I mean Hannah was turned around, I was turned around, and a woman 2 rows behind us was giving me the play-by-play, yes or no, and a brief description for every single play that unfolded. I reposted a video on my story of us facing away from the field, you know, as Hannah wrote, to change up the energy. And I got a ton of Real One Birds fans in my DM sharing what superstitious shit you did. I'm gonna rapid fire some of those right now because I love them so much and they made me feel seen. I went and completely changed my clothes. It worked. I had to leave the room so they could score that final TD. Oh my God, I ordered a cheesesteak and changed my jersey at halftime. I'm a grandma of 5. Does the superstition ever end? No. I went to the bathroom and plugged my ears. This is a no judgment zone. I walked outside in the 3rd quarter and they scored 2 touchdowns, came back in, and they weren't looking so great, so I got sent back outside for the rest of the game. Can't be a jinx. You're damn right you can't. These are my people. These are my people. You have to do what you have to do. And here's the deal. Did me turning around and sitting crisscross applesauce backwards in my stadium seat change the outcome of the game? We don't know, and that's enough for me to continue on with the delusion. Do you get it? It is so validating that when you're like, I have to do this in a high pressure situation, all of a sudden it's down to a field goal. I turn around, sit backwards in my chair, and it gets blocked for the 2nd time in yesterday's game and run down for a touchdown. Guys. And that does it for places Kylie has some business being, and go Birds. Next up, let's get into Doom Scroll of the Week. First up on Doom Scroll of the Week, I've seen a lot of TikToks from older generations sharing their disapproval of the types of dresses they see high school girls wearing for their homecoming dances. And I think TikTok user with Lottie had the perfect response.
I'll tell you one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. If you guys saw what I wore to homecoming in the year of our Lord 2015, you would be sick.
Wet seal.
You would be sick and disgusted. I'm talking Charlotte Russe, stiletto heels, platform this big, dress so tight you can't wear underwear. I'm talking short, tight, like... Yes. Hello? I saw so many TikToks being like, the homecoming dresses this year are crazy. I go to look it up. Girl, did you ever step into a wet seal? Just let the teenage girls be teenage girls.
Couple things here. She left no crumbs. The fact that she referenced both Charlotte Russe and Wet Seal makes me feel like we were shopping the same mall. Second, it does crack me up that for some reason, as we get older, I think that people have a tendency of forgetting that they were once them, right? Oh, I can't believe that my 17-year-old child snuck a beer out of our fridge. Would you sneak? Tell me right now. Would you sneak? Guys, we can't forget where we came from. Okay? And you know where we came from? Wet Seal. Buy one, get one for a penny. Okay? We came from Forever 21. Don't wash it. Do not wash it. Forever 21 should have been called Forever Wear It Once. That's it. That's what it should have been called. You could not wash that shit. Man. Forever 21, may she rest in peace. I don't mean to speak ill of the dead, but I will tell you right now, God rest her skimpy ass soul, okay? She had interesting fashion sense and also the weakest seams you've ever experienced on an article of clothing. So, to be clear, I didn't have homecoming, so I'm out on this. Lucky for me, I had to wait until college to wear a Charlotte Russe bodycon skirt with a tank top tucked into it as smoothly as humanly possible, because body suits were not a thing, and either were cropped tank tops. I said what I said, okay? So you had to fold it and tuck it in. I had to wait until I was 21 years old to wear those out because I didn't have homecoming in high school, and also I didn't have a fake ID because I'm a rule follower and I had never snuck into a bar. And also I am almost 6 feet tall, 5'11". I know I've said that so many times, but I have to emphasize that here because every single time I left the house in what was a normal article of clothing in the proper size, my father would say, try again. And that is the point to upstairs. He would point up the steps and he would say, try again. And I would say, it's your fault that my legs are this long. And it's not that the article of clothing is too short. It's that my leg in comparison makes the shorts or skirt or dress look too short. And I still wasn't making it out of the house in that. TikToker said, let teenage girls be teenage girls. I can live by that until my girls are teenage girls, and then we'll see if I have a change of heart there. So, don't know. Maybe we'll find out together. No, we won't. I won't be caught podcasting. And lastly, on this week's Doom Scroll, there's a new way non-football fans are trolling their super fan partners while watching NFL games, and it's fucking hilarious. Queen Emma, the clip please. Yelling random phrases during football to get my boyfriend's reaction.
Squeeze it, squeeze it. Squeeze what? I'm not girl.
Squeeze it is one of the most. The best part about squeeze it is that maybe you could say that it's applicable to holding the ball tighter on a carry for ball security, but squeeze it just sounds ridiculous. This actually has inspired me to come up with some more nonsense phrases that real ones can shout to troll their football fan spouses. Number 1, smack it. Variants include smack that ball, smack it to the house, smack it in there. This next one is inspired by bop it. So you can really do any of these or a combo. Number 2 is twist it, pull it, bop it. I feel like this is a nod to the 90s. Let's just enjoy the fact that we were part of the bop it generation. It sounds like a good time. Bop it, pull it, twist it. You can twist it, pull it, bop it. You can do a whole combination. That's fun. Feel free to tack on his ass to any of these. Twist his ass, pull his ass, bop his ass. You know, just one of those. You cannot push his ass because that's actually a valid outburst and applicable to the birds. Number 3, hit him with the worm. The only one I think maybe this might apply to a touchdown celebration, in which case hit him with the worm. That would be outstanding. In any other situation, what? You know when you should say hit him with the worm? You should say it when it's a bad outcome for your team. That would be fucking hilarious. Like they lose a yard or something, be like, hit him with the worm. Like, what? Attention real ones. Please post a video of yourselves trying these. We want to see it. Okay, so when you're watching football this week, feel feel free to tag us at NGL with Kylie. That's it for Doom Scroll of the Week. All right, moving on. Something happened to me yesterday that's given me no choice but to bring back another favorite segment. You know what's fucked up? Hey, you know what's fucked up? I just accidentally picked up a literal turd off my kid's bathroom floor with my bare hand. I'm almost embarrassed to say this on the internet. I'm embarrassed to put this out into the world. So let's start from the beginning. We've been deep into foil fun recently, and if you have any idea what foil fun is, then you understand how it is not the tidiest activity. They come with foam stickers. They're black foam stickers that you put on the little board and arrange them, and then you can put these little foils down on them, make them whatever shiny color you want. It's actually very fun. Wyatt is obsessed with it. Everyone else just likes to make a mess. But these black foam stickers then end up getting on everything and everywhere in the house. And so Penny and I were headed into the bathroom for a little potty party, if you will. And I looked down on the floor and she said, "Oh, it's poop." And if anybody knows conversations with children that span the ages of mine, which would be 5 to 2 who are speaking, my 5 to 2 age range, they're so into poop. Just, I want to say poop for every other word. An answer to a question is poop. Toilet is also a word that is an answer to anything. Fart, also an answer to anything. So really, our potty talk is very exciting right now. So naturally, when Benny points to the thing on the floor and says, "It's poop," I thought it's just her being her normal self, labeling things in the house that are not actually poop as poop. Because as I looked down, I thought to myself, oh, it's a freaking sticker. It's another one of the damn foam stickers stuck on the floor. Right? Wrong. I was wrong. I bent down and thinking that it was a sticker stuck to the floor with quite a bit of force, I squeezed what I thought was a foam sticker. I raw dogged it. I didn't take a tissue paper. I didn't put a glove on. I thought I was picking up a fucking foam sticker. You know what it was? A tiny turd. I can't. It was a tiny turd. Penny was right. It was poop. I think you can imagine, with a germaphobe like me, I proceeded to have a small, as the kids would call it, crash out. And I washed the skin off of my hands. Now, we got to the bottom of whose turd it was. And I'm not pointing any fingers, but the call was coming from inside the bathroom, if you catch my drift. And it was correctly identified by the culprit. Since we're already on this lovely subject of potty talk, a lot of you tagged me in a clip from the other podcast where my husband and brother-in-law recently talked about potty training. The clip, please, Queen Emma.
With Wyatt, she was the first one that you actually had to proactively get her to go on the potty. And the way we potty train is, you can see him just starting to shit. It ain't hard to spot. She goes off into the corner and you just see her face starting to go do you need to poop right now? Why? And then you're like, hey, let's go up on the potty. Once they get to a certain age, you're like, hey, let's go up on the potty.
The top comment was, everything about this answer tells me Kylie took the lead on potty training. Guys, I can truly say, first of all, in reference to my husband's explanation, no notes. Not a single fucking note. He nailed that. There was not a single lie told. The other thing is, I'm not gonna lie. Potty training as I think most people know, is a team effort. I don't think there was ever like a coaching up moment where I was like, all right, Jason, this is what we're going to do. We didn't huddle up about potty training. It's as clear as Jason said. It was just that you could tell when they go to hide behind a chair that the time is upon us. And then you just got to scoop them up before that happens. And that is where it becomes a team effort. Whoever's in the room and catches the child sneak behind a chair, that's the person who's like, grab them. And then you got to run. They're going because they're ready, right? They're going behind the chair because they're ready, or they're going into the corner in the other room because they're ready. So you have to run. So it's kind of like a little athletic event that it's like scoop the kid, get them upstairs, pants them, and get them on the potty as quick as possible. Team effort. That's it for You Know What's Fucked Up. Caleb Hearon is coming up. But first, Peppa Pig. As the real ones know, my love language isn't necessarily receiving gifts, but you know whose is? All of my children. Yes, Wyatt, Ellie, Benny, and I'm sure soon Finn love presents for any and all occasions. Wyatt is already talking about her birthday, and we are 2 weeks out from it. She tried to call it her birthday month, and I had to explain that birthday actually contains the timeline within it. Well, luckily they don't have to wait until their birthday or holidays, because I've got a bunch of new Peppa Pig toys here I know they're going to be so excited about. Joining me on set today, we have the brand new Oinks and Snuggles Evie doll. In honor of Mummy Pig welcoming the new baby Evie, and my girls love a baby doll. They love them so much. I would say right now, Benny is the one who loves baby dolls the most. So she is going to be all over baby Evie. Oinks and Snuggles Evie also has 20 sound effects your kids can activate. Whether it's a birthday, a special treat, or a holiday surprise, your little Peppa Pig fan will be thrilled with the Oinks and Snuggles Evie doll, available exclusively at Walmart. Shop online and in stores near you. He's the hilarious actor, writer, and comedian you know from his hit podcast, So True. His TikTok videos that have achieved so funny you'll pee your pants laughing status in my book. And now his brand new debut stand-up special, Model Comedian, streaming now on HBO. Caleb Hearon, welcome to Not Gonna Lie.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here.
I am so excited to have you because I was introduced to you via TikTok and clips from your podcast, So True. I think that your wit and intelligence and speed are all just put on display there. And it is so satisfying to watch.
Thanks,
Not
dude.
to mention your friendship with Drew Afwalo, who I had the pleasure of speaking to on Not Gonna Lie, Brittany Broski. Like, watching you guys riff off of each other is one of the funniest things I've ever watched.
They're the best and funniest and smartest. If I've ever said anything funny, there's at least a 60% chance it's because of something that happened in our friendship, or like I just think they're so funny, and when we get together, it's like my favorite thing. I also have to tell you that, you know, there are these random things that happen that, like, I've been doing comedy for a long time, and there'll be little milestone type things that, you know, people from your past will reach out about, like someone from high school.
With Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce now celebrating a solid year of romance, all eyes are on the Kansas City Chiefs star as he secretly prepares for the pop icon's milestone 35th birthday on December 13th, and insiders say he has jaw-dropping surprises in store to ensure it's unforgettable. According to Page 6, Travis has been keeping his plans locked down tight, sharing details only with his closest circle, while carefully shopping for months to find both Christmas and birthday gifts that feel deeply personal, even taking notes from Taylor's casual remarks to pick out presents she doesn't even realize she hinted at, proving he's not just a superstar on the field, but also a thoughtful partner determined to make her big day magical. Taylor Swift's birthday and Christmas may not unfold exactly as she dreams, since Travis Kelce is locked into a Christmas Day showdown with the Kansas City Chiefs against the Pittsburgh Steelers. But despite the brutal schedule, the tight end is determined to carve out time to celebrate both milestones with her, even as he faces an away game the same weekend as her birthday. Still, with the Chiefs fresh off a 22-9 triumph over the New York Giants to notch their first win of the season, and heading into a blockbuster Week 4 clash against the Baltimore Ravens in a high-stakes AFC Championship rematch. The drama only deepens as Kansas City battles injuries to Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy. Though the latter's anticipated return should ignite Patrick Mahomes in the passing game, while newcomer Tyquan Thornton's breakout has already earned Kelce's praise on new heights, proving that even under pressure, he's balancing championship-level football with the magic of love and luxury in Taylor's world. "He was a steal," Travis Kelce said with admiration, marveling at how Tyquan Thornton slipped away from New England, where the former second-round Baylor standout never found his footing, managing just 39 catches, 385 yards, and 2 scores across 3 unremarkable seasons. Yet since landing in Kansas City, the wideout has erupted with 2 touchdowns in 3 games, including a breakout night against the Giants with 5 receptions for 71 yards and a score, instantly emerging as the Chiefs' most explosive offensive weapon, even surpassing Kelce's own numbers, as the tight end sits at 10 catches for 134 yards and a lone touchdown, but insists personal stats mean nothing so long as victories follow. Now with a season-defining 4:25 p.m. showdown against the Ravens looming at Arrowhead, both teams face the terrifying weight of history. Since only 13.4% of franchises starting 1-3 claw into the playoffs, making Sunday's gritty 22-9 triumph over New York feel less like a win and more like a lifeline. Both the offense and Patrick Mahomes struggled early to find rhythm, but the Chiefs clawed out a gritty 22-9 road victory. A win Travis Kelce later dissected on his New Heights podcast with raw honesty, admitting it was not a great performance, yet reminding fans that a win is a win in the unforgiving NFL, while adding that momentum is finally building with the offense heating up and the defense delivering back-to-back stellar performances. Travis insisted the team is gearing in the right direction and that Mahomes will keep dialing it in, a prediction that feels electric after both Kelce brothers marveled at Mahomes' jaw-dropping fumble recovery, a play so fearless it saw him slam into a Giants defender and snatch the ball back, prompting Travis to call it one of the craziest moments of his career, and Jason to declare no other quarterback could pull it off, as the viral clip spread like wildfire, echoing the same kind of internet frenzy once sparked by Coach Mike Leach's infamous 3-minute rant on the agony of wedding planning in 2017, where he warned husbands-to-be that, when it comes to marriages, the women lose their mind. Your fiancé is going to lose her mind. Your mother-in-law is going to lose her mind. Your mom's going to lose her mind. And several of your sisters and female relatives are going to lose their mind while bombarding you with endless questions, Jason teased his brother, before shifting gears to share a request from New Heights producers Jets Jake and Brandon, who insisted he ask Travis whether they're invited to the bachelor party, sparking laughter as Jason pressed, "Bachelor party? Man, how do you even know there's a bachelor party coming?" To which Travis shot back that he hadn't given it a second thought, but always invites the crew everywhere, only for the follow-up, "Am I at least invited to the wedding?" To draw Travis's sly and suspenseful quip, we're going to see. We're going to see how it all shakes out. Because I don't want to put them at a table they wouldn't mesh with," Travis admitted, while a source told People that he and Taylor haven't even started wedding planning yet, as the couple remain firmly in celebration mode after their romantic engagement. Jason, meanwhile, confessed on the Bussin' with the Boys podcast that he's hoping to be named his brother's best man, saying, "Trav has a lot of friends. I'm just hoping to get the opportunity," while Travis and Taylor's Instagram announcement, captioned with the cheeky line, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married," firecracker, sent fans into a frenzy before their first public appearance as fiancés at a Cincinnati Bearcats game, where Travis proudly introduced Taylor to his teammates and later gushed on New Heights that he still gets giddy and deeply appreciates the flood of love, posts, and excitement surrounding their engagement. "It's been really fun telling everyone who I'm going to spend the rest of my life with," Travis admitted, as Donna Kelce playfully turned up the pressure for him and Taylor Swift to start a family, with Jason revealing on the September 22nd New Heights episode that their mom has been pushing her newly engaged son toward kids, after once ranking Travis her number one, but now favoring Jason because he already has 4 daughters, Wyatt, Elliot, Bennett, and baby Finn, while Deion Sanders teased about his own child rankings and jokingly pressed Travis with, "What are you waiting for?" Even as the couple remain in full engagement, bliss, and not quite ready to begin family planning just yet. The couple recently took a monumental step forward by confirming their engagement in August, sharing breathtaking photos of Taylor Swift's dazzling ring and Travis Kelce down on one knee, captioned with the playful line, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married," while family and friends showered them with love, from Donna Kelce, changing her Facebook banner, to adorable side-by-side childhood photos of her son and Taylor, to Jason offering heartfelt congratulations on new heights, and Kylie telling Good Morning America that their daughters are overjoyed to have Swift as a new aunt, adding that the family couldn't be happier for what the future holds. Because, in her words, "We love love, and we love Taylor and Trav, and we love Taylor and Trav."